Alright, so you guys know it's Dandadan Thursday, so I just watched a new episode today, and this episode was complete madness. Be aware there will be some spoilers in this video, actually a lot of spoilers in this video, because I will basically be summarizing the episode pretty much, and how I feel about how good of an episode it was, and I will also be giving a rating at the end, so if you stick tight you will see the rating that I'm giving this episode, so hold on to your seats, and make sure you support me by liking this video and subscribing to my channel. I will highly appreciate it. Now let's go talk about this episode. Man, this episode had a lot going on because it left off from the last episode where the volcano was about to erupt. And all the known protectors of the land was out here talking to Momo about how it's her fault that the fact that the volcano is erupting. So you see them going back and forth while Momo is trying to find a way to stop the volcano from spreading. So Momo's like, alright, screw this. So she starts running, and mind you, she's still being chased by these crazy subterraneans, but you know, Momo is putting in some work. So she starts using her psychokinesis hand ability to pick up the serpent, who is apparently the protector of the land. Naki, who is the main subterranean, the old lady, is not listening, and she still wants Momo to be the sacrifice for the village. She's telling Momo that you're responsible for everything and you're gonna be held responsible for all of this. Momo is like, I'm not gonna be responsible for anything. There's no way I'm gonna be responsible for nothing. So like I said, she starts using her psychokinesis power and she starts picking up the serpent from butt to head. And then she makes the serpent spit out its water through the land that's getting molded by the volcano. But the volcano is still spreading pretty badly, and Naki is not having any of this, so she kicks Momo from behind. Once again, they're going back and forth, and Momo was telling her like, I don't care about no sacrifice, I just want to stop the volcano. And then all the subterraneans start attacking Momo. But then someone comes for the save, and that person is Manjiro, which you previously saw making videos at the temple because he wanted to be a bootuber, and he mentioned something about master, and Momo is like, master? What do you mean by that? That master ends up being Saeko. So you start seeing him throw hands at all the subterraneans while Momo is continuing to let the serpent throw its water around the land. Then out of nowhere, possessed Gigi comes and attacks the serpent and starts fighting Manjiro. Manjiro is getting his ass busted, but Momo comes in for the save. Then Gigi launches this beam type attack. Momo screams, get down to everyone, and everyone gets down. But Gigi is too quick and tries to kick Momo, but Manjiro saves her. Now they all start double teaming Gigi. The grandma subterranean starts launching this attack that's named after Jennifer Lopez, which I found pretty random but funny as hell. But possessed Gigi is just too damn strong, too damn OP, too fast, and kicks the shit out of Manjiro. He then tries to attack Momo, but someone comes for the save, and it's hand type attack. And who it is? It's the Mantisan, who Momo and Okurun saved in season 1 along with his son. Momo asks what happened to his son. Momo looks up in the sky and it's a flying saucer with Mantisan's son in control. Then you see Saeko standing on top of Tato while he's laying flat, and this is where the episode gets crazy. You finally see Grandma in action, swinging that bat around, blocking Gigi's attack, and then calls for Tato for the assist, and he's running for his life, but Gigi punches the shit out of him and he is now in pieces. But the interesting part of what happened is that in one of the pieces you see a spell, and a certain spell eventually connected all of the pieces into Gigi's body, and now they have captured Gigi. The flying saucer that the sun is flying around is controlling the serpent to dry out the land from the volcano. While all of that is happening, Momo is thinking about what happened with Okurun. Momo runs back to the same spot where Okurun was last seen, where he was trapped, which is now covered with lava. Momo sees this and starts tearing up, and she's like, there's no way that he's dead, and starts seeing flashback of all the memories he had with Okurun. So what happened is that the flying saucer picks up the lava and covers it with the specimen that was used to dry up the land. Now Momo runs to the now dried up lava and she starts breaking into it. Mind you, it's still really hot, so she's using her hands to break into it to try to find Okurun. While it's still hot, she's squealing that it's not hot, knowing damn well that it's hot, and thus she finally breaks into it and finally finds Okurun. Okuno is surprised and he's like, you saved me, and he's like, I'm really sorry I couldn't save you. And the reason he stayed safe from the lava was because the Mongolian Death Worm mucus protected them from the magma. And then he asks, where is Gigi? Momo says, don't worry about it, and then Okuno accidentally trips on the mucus and is now held on Momo's chest. Okuno is like, what? I didn't mean to do that. And then finally Momo starts hugging Okuno and then tells Okuno, I told you I'll save you, but I couldn't do anything. Okuno looks a little uncomfortable and makes his little face, and thus that's how the episode ends. We're finally seeing both protagonists, Momo and Okuno, getting more comfortable with each other, more or less on Momo's side. Even though there were slight signs from previous episodes, this one kind of put the spike on how Momo is really in love with Okuno and will do anything to protect him. But this episode was pretty good, and my rating for this episode, we're gonna go on the scale from 1 through 5. My rating for this episode, please give a drum roll. So my rating for this episode will be a solid 5 out of 5. I really enjoyed that closing interaction between the two protagonists and all the characters that came back that were saved by Okuno and Momo. And now they came back to save Okuno and Momo, so it kind of goes back in the full circle, and just seeing Grandma in action was just a piece of cake. So yeah, that's my thoughts on the latest episode of Dandadan. I'm pretty sure next week is kind of gonna be like a filler episode because they already had all the action-packed kind of episodes. They need a little break from all the things that's been going on. But I'm pretty sure they're gonna show more, a little bit of the interaction, the love interactions between Okuno and Momo, and they're gonna add on a little bit on the progression for Gigi and what they're gonna do about that. But yeah, that's my thoughts. Please let me know in the comments if you enjoyed this episode, and please support me by liking this video and subscribing to my channel. I would highly appreciate it. My name is Sam Maddock, and I'll see you guys in the next video.